to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run inside. It's Lacey. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Haas. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Right side, it's Gill. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. The screen. He's got wheels. Makes a man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Leaves it in his belly. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
2nd and long here. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Left side is Alexander. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards. Here's a give to Hardy.
shoots his way for more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Out wide right, it's Hardy. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They put the brakes on it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wide receiver going in motion. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks a tackle and he might go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. To the air. It's Knight. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Quick give, it's Lacey.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride him again. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Pass to 6. Great move. Now he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On first down, it's Hardy again. Maybe some room here. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Right at the line. He breaks a tackle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quarterback keeper. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Out wide left, it's Fields. At the 35, he's got room. Caught, and he's got room. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to Hardy. Runs through a tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Turning it on. The 50. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
He's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
From the gun, give to Hardy. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Simmons. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And here's the return. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Tells the play fake, lost the throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 19 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know...
Into the secondary on the run. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Right back to Hardy on first down. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. At the 45 on his way. Gets loose in the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Plows through the defense. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting in the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
Running inside, it's Roberts. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Left side is Edwards. Runs through a man, he might have space. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
It's complete to the right. Thrust that arm out. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Hits inside, it's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The give to the back. Across the 25. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Lacy. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Drops back, it's Snipe. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone, it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously, they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, he has to have it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Roberts. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay to lumber.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Past the line of scrimmage, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Knight. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot in.
Makes a catch, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. To throw, it's Knight. They're all over it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels! They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rolls right. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the RPO, got him. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Running inside the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Lacey. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Out wide left, it's Roberts. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Simmons. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Caught on the RPO. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on